Right then, I'm now here for my WWE Raw Netflix premiere review. And yes, a very interesting show in my opinion. To get Raw started for 2025, starting out on Netflix as well for Raw. And yeah, to be fair, basically felt like a pay-per-view. It was treated like a pay-per-view. So yeah, we're here for a review for it. Interesting stuff to get into. So yeah, let's get right into it. I'm of course going to be rating every segment and every match 1 to 10, and rating the show 1 to 10 at the end. So let's get into it. So start the show. Of course, started off with The Rock, but he wasn't the final boss. It didn't seem like. I mean, you thought when he walked out, he he would be the final boss. He was dressed like the final boss. But no, he was there, saying that Cody Rhodes has been carrying the company for the last year, thanking him for that and stuff. And it's like, you two were having a real intense feud not too long ago. So why that was said, I mean, I don't mind like The Rock, coming out like as a baby face for that promo, but why is he, saying that all that's Cody Rhodes? It just deads the storyline, doesn't it? It does. I think I saw something them like hugging backstage as well, and they were just joking with each other. I mean, with the Rock saying "Say hello to Mama Rhodes for me," and it was like, that's the storyline's dead now, and that. Yeah, that was a bit of a shame, to be fair. I don't know if it is kind of planting a seed in some way, but it doesn't seem like it to me. I mean, I was thinking when The Rock was saying that, oh, he's surely going to be a heel by the end of the night, but that wasn't the case. But yeah, to be fair, it was good to see The Rock, of course, starting off the Raw on Netflix. That was a good start. To see him, obviously, he's the perfect guy to kick it all off. But we wanted to see The Rock as the final boss. Yeah, so that was a shame. But anyway, we got into our first match where we saw Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa in a tribal combat match for the Ulafala recognition as tribal chief. Yeah, good match to be honest. Solo Sikoa started off pretty dominantly over Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman was really worried on the sideline at ringside, really nervous while Solo Sikoa was beating down Roman Reigns at the start. Roman Reigns was eventually able to come back into it, landed a decent uppercut on Solo Sikoa. But again, Solo Sikoa was able to take control of the match again. Roman Reigns was eventually able to get his moments in the match, but eventually, of course, where it all does go all weird in these tribal combat matches is, of course, when everyone bloody starts coming out. So yeah, we saw Roman Reigns almost get the win over Solo Sikoa. I believe he hit the spear on him, but then we saw Tonga Loa, I think it was Tonga Loa. It wasn't Tama Tonga that came out. Pulled out the referee out of the ring, and then that's where it all started, because then Jacob Fatu then started to come. He kicked Roman, started beating him up, and then they set him up for Solo to pin. Roman Reigns was still able to kick out, but then eventually, as they were trying to beat him down, we did see Jimmy Uso and Sami Zayn come out and start brawling with Tangaloa and Jacob Fatu. Then they all went backstage brawling. Then eventually as well, Kevin Owens came out and hit a stunner onto Roman Reigns when the referee was out, because obviously as well, Solo Sikoa, Owens spiked the referee because he was frustrated that he couldn't pin Roman Reigns for the 1-2-3. Kevin Owens eventually came out, stunner, but then we saw Cody Rhodes's music hit. He came out, and Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens started brawling. And yes, then eventually, of course, we were able to see Roman Reigns eventually try and take advantage of the match, hitting Solo Sikoa with a spear. That ended it. And Roman Reigns he's still the tribal chief, the OTC Roman Reigns. There we go. Then The Rock came out at the end, put the Olafala onto Roman Reigns. They kind of had a bit of a face-off, so that could be setting up something for the future. And WWE have completely decided to backfire the Cody Rhodes and The Rock plans. But without that, because that storyline was bloody great. But yeah, it's what it is. Roman Reigns versus The Rock, we'll probably see. But yeah, let's wait and see what happens there. Let's wait and see what happens with all of it. Anyway, next up, we did have, but before, obviously, The Rock's promo that he came out and did, I haven't given a rating. That, in my opinion, gets a 6 because of the reasons I said. And then this match, I think I'm going to give it a solid 8.5 out of 10 for Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. Next up, we, of course, got John Cena coming out, hitting a bit of a promo for us. I mean, yeah, he was saying he hasn't won a match in like 2,000 and something days and stuff like that. Now, it's been a bloody long time, hasn't it? But then, of course, we did eventually see him, gain that belief back again, saying that he was entering the Royal Rumble. He thinks he's going to win the Royal Rumble, and the only way to really get a title shot now for him, after not winning a match in ages, he was saying to win Money in the Bank, to win the Elimination Chamber, or to win the Royal Rumble, and he says he's going to win the Royal Rumble. Hopefully, anyway, that'd be a great last Royal Rumble for John Cena. So, yeah, Cena's in the Rumble. Big announcement. Giving John Cena's promo an 8.5 out of 10. There we go. Okay, next up, we of course got Liv Morgan defending the Women's World Championship against Rhea Ripley. Decent match. Rhea Ripley got the win over Liv Morgan. Unfortunately, am I the only one that isn't really too fond of Rhea Ripley? I would have rather Liv Morgan retain. But yeah, it's a decent match overall. Dominic Mysterio, Raquel Rodriguez got involved a little bit in ways, but not as much as I was expecting. And they kind of just let the match go on. Liv Morgan had some all right moments. She started the match well, where Dominic and Raquel were trying to put the odd distraction onto Rhea. But yeah, eventually Rhea was able to take control, do her thing, get the 1, 2, 3 at the end. Hitting the Riptide onto Liv Morgan. Rhea Ripley retains the women's. Rhea Ripley is now the new women's world champion. Is what it is. But yeah, then at the end of the match, we saw Dominic Mysterio try and hug Rhea Ripley. What's happening with? I don't know if it was just him showing respect or if he wants to get back with her because she's now got the belt. Let's see what happens next week on Raw between Liv and Dominic. That should be interesting. But yeah, I'm going to give the match probably 6.5 out of 10. Actually, no, it's better than that. 7 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10. I'm giving Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan. All right. Okay, next match we, of course, got Drew McIntyre versus Jey Uso. And yeah, Jey Uso, of course, started attacking Drew McIntyre before the match actually even started. Wanted to get things underway. Jey Uso's entrance was bloody amazing as per usual. That's one of the best we've seen, to be fair. Good match in my opinion. McIntyre was good, showing the powerhouse that he is. Jey Uso added some decent high-flying moments in the match as well. It was a good match. I think their styles of wrestling gel very nicely, to be fair. It was a good match. I enjoyed it. Decent 10-minute match that they had. Drew McIntyre looked in control towards the end of the match, but Jey Uso ended up rolling him up, and Jey Uso was able to get the win over Drew McIntyre. Who would have bloody thought that? But again, I did not think Jey Uso would beat Drew McIntyre. I wasn't expecting that, but it certainly makes the story more interesting now with Drew McIntyre. So let's see what's going to happen there. But yeah, decent match overall, in my opinion. I'm going to probably give that one a 7 out of 10. That's what I'm going to say. Okay, next up then, we of course got the Hulk Hogan promo where he got booed out of the building. He was just waffling on about stuff. Then yeah, he was getting about WWE being on Netflix, and not good for Hulk Hogan at all. Getting booed out of the building. Loads of people are happy about seeing it. To be fair, it was only a matter of time, to be honest. I was thinking it was only a matter of time, so he was getting booed out the building. But yeah, it was a real big pop for the boos. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of booing all around the building. There was not one cheer for Hulk Hogan whatsoever while he was speaking. It was only a matter of time. The second we get someone out of 10. Okay. Then we did, of course, get to our main event. We got CM Punk versus Seth freaking Rollins. Good match, of course, as expected. Great match. We were expecting it. Yeah, it was a war between the two. Both guys were hitting each other's moves onto each other. Seth Rollins hit the GTS twice, I think, on CM Punk. CM Punk hit the stomp as well. They both got out of each other's moves. Yeah, it was great. I mean, to be fair, it was pretty back and forth, which was good to see. Punk had some good moments in the match. Both guys were absolutely knackered towards the end as well. They were beating the hell out of each other throughout it. Both guys took a lot of bumps throughout. Yeah, both guys just put their bodies on the line for us throughout the match. And it was very good to see, to be honest with you. And probably already, in my opinion, a big contender for match of the year. Yeah, honestly, 100% it is. I really enjoyed it. It was a real good, enjoyable match. And yeah, what happens with the feud now is going to be interesting. It looked towards the end, Seth Rollins was really starting to gain some big momentum. I mean, you know, he was hitting some great moves onto CM Punk towards the end. But then suddenly CM Punk got right back into it, hit the GTS onto Seth Rollins one time. Then Seth Rollins didn't go down, but he fell back onto CM Punk's shoulders. CM Punk, it took him a while to get Seth Rollins up for another GTS. Hit it again. He was absolutely knackered, but yeah, pinned him 1, 2, 3. CM Punk won the match against Seth freaking Rollins. Yeah, interesting stuff. CM Punk won as expected. But yeah, there we go. In my opinion, I'm probably going to give the match a 9 out of 10. There we go. And yeah, good show overall. I'm probably going to give it 8.5 out of 10. I'm going to give the whole show 8.5 out of 10. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll speak to you on the next one.